What's your first memory of your brother?
I would think it would be when he actually, the first time he came home, when he was born, and he came home and like, we saw him with his little button nose and he was just like, there. So it's just a funny memory of the time, like, he came home and then he had his little checkered buggy, so we always remembered that.
When was the last time that you met him?
It was the 3rd of August, the day before.
And was that, you just met him in the house, or?
Yeah, I went to his girlfriend's house because we were going to go to a barbecue, but he didn't want to come, so we was in the house till quite late, and then we left out and went to the barbecue. And I remember how we was talking, me and him was having a conversation, because I was kind of stressed out that day, and then we left, and we left him there sleeping. Four months ago, when we buried my brother, I haven't been back since that. But the last walk was when we came through here, actually as the last see-off with my brother, and that was the last time I actually passed through, and after that, I haven't been back since then. A lot of memories, but I think that today is one of the thing about me facing my fears, because me coming over here, it's like I still expect to see him. I still expect him to walk from a corner giving a cheeky grin with his hood up. Knowing this is the place where we knew all the nooks and crannies, I still look in the nooks and crannies and expect that he will come out of them, but it's like I've got to come to reality to know that he isn't going to come out of one of the nooks and crannies and he is actually gone. Still feels like a dream. We went home and we was expecting, okay, then there's going to be a knock at the door. There's going to have someone that's going to come and say something that it's not real, or he's been injured or something, but that just never happened. And that was the Friday. I was just thinking, okay, he's gone. And by the Saturday, we still didn't have answers. By the Saturday, we went to identify his body at the morgue. And that was just like, the world just started spinning then, like, okay, it's really happening, but why has nobody come to identify, and why has nobody come to say anything?
Okay, so you were very young during the 80s riots, but what can you remember from them?
The smell of smoke, looking out the window, seeing people running and hearing glass being broken. You could just see everything from where we was, because we was on a high floor as well, so it was just like looking down. Saw the police flashing lights, saw the rioters, smoke, cars being set alight. It kicked off at night time and it went right through until, well, it felt like it went on forever. But by the time we did finally fall asleep and wake up in the morning, it was just like, it just felt like a ghost town. It was just like nobody around. Like burnt out cars and rubbish and things like that. I think being a child and being on an estate like Broadwater Farm, you'd always come across something that you wasn't supposed to see. So like it'd be somebody fighting with a machete or something, but it also held a lot of good memories, because it's like everyone was one family. They'd bring a jerk pan outside, everybody would have a barbecue, and everybody would just be one, basically. Like, we've all grown up in here, we're all one big happy family, like, so does that mean I'm a gang member? Because I associate myself with all these youth? They're just looking for a crying out hand. They put us here because of what? It's the projects. If we was in America, here would be classed as the project, so I don't understand why it's any different, because we're here. And where they've put us is how they expect you not to bond. Everybody's going to be one big happy family. So, this is what it is, Broadwater Farm. We went down there for answers, and we got told, someone's coming in half an hour, someone's coming in 20 minutes, someone's coming, but nobody ever did come. They were acting very disrespectful. you know, and I think that in itself started to make heat boil as well. Like, it's a situation that you lot need to deal with, you haven't dealt with it properly, and then you're taking pictures of people and laughing and things like that. So we were just like, enough is enough. I looked back and I just heard run. Pastor Nims just said run. We was all like, it was a peace and protest. We all came out with pastors and everything like that, like youth leaders. And when I heard that pastor say run, we all started running, and then I heard some bricks being thrown. I thought, we just went mad. It was just like the world was just spinning. Like, I felt like time had stood still, and I was still looking out the window at something that had actually happened. But now, it's the fact of it was, I was a big lady standing in the middle of what's going on. I had flashbacks. It's like, you know, when you hear the noise, and the noise, like you can hear people talking, it just felt like that. But I was running, but I could still like hear noises, and it's quite mad.
And what was your reaction to the subsequent looting and rioting which spread all over London?
I did not approve, because that was not getting the answers that we needed to get. The looting, you're taking stuff for your own purpose. You're not taking stuff to come and salvage our needs. It wasn't for us. It was for your own selfish needs. And because of what you've done, it turned into something different. It took a lot longer for us to get the answers that we needed to get because of the violence and everything that broke out. So something that could have been, well, it's still not solved now, but something that could have been solved quickly just seemed to drag on, because they seem to cover it with something else now. Oh, because of him there was looting. No, it's not because of him. He wasn't doing the looting. He's laying in a box with us not having answers. The people them that were doing looting were doing looting because they were angry. And in the government need to seek research within themselves to find out why were they angry. I don't think that any lessons have been learned. I don't think they still are not listening. Because obviously for it to kick off a second time, and it's the same kind of predicament of why it happened the first time, somebody being killed as well, and then it's happened again. It's obviously they're listening, but they're not doing. So we have doers and then we have non-doers. Well, some of us want to make a change and some of us just don't. For one, with my brother's situation, I hope that they think before they do things. And they need to put other people's feelings in progress. Whether the person was a gangster or not a gangster, that person still has a family. That person is still not even a dog. Not even a dog is treated like that. So what they need to do is, whether the person is a gangster or portrayed as a gangster or not, they need to deal with the situation a lot better than what they did. And I just hope that it never happens again. Because not only do you have to deal with the heartache and everything else, but you have to deal with... Every time they talk about the riots now, they bring up my brother's face. Like, we're still trying to get over him being gone. We know he's gone and it's a lot of hurt, but like every time they do something with the riots, like they associate the riots and the looting to him. The riots and the looting had nothing to do with him. It wasn't us that was doing the rioting, so it's very strange. It wasn't us that was doing the looting. So I just hope they can deal with the situation. I hope they start listening. Not just listening, but actually hearing. There's a difference between I hear you and I'm listening. And they need to verify the difference between them and do what they need to do.